What's up everybody? Welcome back to Mohawk Motors. My name is Jason. So some parts came in for the white 2500 HD. I've got a little bit of time. I'm going to keep chipping away at the to-do list so I can get this thing out on the road. So the first thing I want to work on is the exhaust. It's just so loud I really can't do anything else with the truck until I have some exhaust on it. So I'm going to try to use as much of the factory exhaust as I can just to make it quick and simple. This is only phase one of this project. I'm going to be doing other stuff to it down the road that I know I'm going to want to change the exhaust system. So for the time being, I'm going to use the factory down pipes. I'm going to cut them off square so they're easier for me to get other pieces attached to. And then I have a 3-inch rod builder kit from Summit Racing. It's basically a bunch of straight sections, a bunch of different bends. Comes in a box. It's like $250 for you to make your own exhaust kit. I had originally bought that to use on the CUCV. Obviously, I wound up putting a 4-inch kit on that all the way back. So I'm going to use that 3-inch rod builder kit and the factory down pipes and get it mated, connected up to the factory muffler. So it should be relatively not noisy. I still don't think it's going to be quiet, but it ought to be at least enough that I can get it out on the road without setting off car alarms and drawing a bunch of attention to myself and actually hear myself think as I'm trying to tune. Okay, well, figured I'd try to show you what I've got done on here. So I've got the driver's side down pipe fixed back up again. Comes down like stock, came over to here, and then the previous people cut it. So I had to put a jog in it. It goes up over the cross member, comes back, and then goes right into the factory pipe. So I'm about halfway there. I need to get the driver's side pipe, fortunately, is a little bit easier for me. I just need to go from that flange right over to that part. And I have a piece of 45 that might just fit right in there or be really close. So almost there. I need to go find myself a 3-inch exhaust clamp for right up here. I looked around in what I have and I don't have anything, so I'll have to run to Napa tomorrow and get one. And I want to weld an exhaust hanger over here to utilize that other hole there, just like a factory setup, so this exhaust isn't all hanging off of just the muffler hanger. But we're getting there. I'm going to keep chipping away. I want to try to get this done this evening. So hopefully this other piece won't take as long as the first one did. Alright everybody, so it's the next day. I just got back. I ran down to the parts store to get that exhaust clamp and gasket that I needed. I finished all the fabrication last night, so I'm gonna get this gasket put in there and get this clamp put on. Okay, we got our clamp on, our gasket in, everything complete the rest of the way back, everything complete forward. Got that exhaust hanger welded on there like I wanted to. I also got my blown brake line replaced. It was blown right in the corner here, So I just spliced a piece in. The rest of the line seems really good. It looked like it had something that rubbed against it and wore it out prematurely. So I just spliced in a piece of nickel copper line to fix that. And my beautiful wife came out and helped me bleed the brakes. So the brakes are all bled out, ready to go. So the next thing I need to do is get my wideband oxygen sensor hooked up. The downside to this thing being dual exhaust all the way back here to the muffler is I'm gonna have to just read off of one side of the engine. But being it's naturally aspirated, I think I'll be okay reading off one side of the engine. So it really shouldn't hurt anything. So I think I'm just going to put my wideband O2 sensor in the factory O2 bung. Hopefully I can get the factory O2 sensor out. You know what though, before I get messing with the O2 sensor and start tuning, let's fire this thing up and see how it sounds now. There we go, much quieter. I can actually hear myself thinking now. Well, there we go, much quieter than it was before. I can actually hear myself think. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have gone ahead and gotten the exhaust manifolds and exhaust all nice and hot when I'm about to try to pull the O2 sensors out, and now probably burn myself. All right, everybody. Wideband oxygen sensor installed. I tried to get the driver's side oxygen sensor out, and that thing was stuck tight. I didn't want to pull the threads out. So I tried the passenger side, and that one came out pretty easily. So I put my wideband sensor right in the stock upstream O2 sensor on the passenger side up pipe. I figure, you know, it's still a naturally aspirated engine. That should be just fine for what I need to do. I got my wiring all tucked up, run right along the factory harness. If you're not looking, you probably wouldn't even notice it. It comes through the firewall. Now I'm still waiting for my mount to get here. But I found a person on Etsy that 3D prints gauge mounts that go right in this vent. And they're still open around the vent. So you'll still have airflow out of it, and you don't have to cut a hole or put a dash thing or anything like that. Whew, man, sorry about the beeping. So it'll mount right here as soon as my little mount gets here. The guy makes them for this vent also. But I like this one better. It's closer to my field of vision when I'm driving. And yeah, everything's working. I'm pretty pumped. And I think once my little mount gets here, I'll be able to back this thing out of the garage and maybe take it for a little spin and see how it does. Oh, it does still need a significant amount of tuning. Yeah, still needs a significant amount of tuning. I mean, I would expect 11.4, 11 and a half air fuels at wide open throttle under power, but not at idle. That's probably part of why it's idling so rough. So, yeah, otherwise, I think it's good to go. The exhaust quieted it down enough that I'm able to hear myself think, and I don't think I'm gonna make the neighbors hate me. I also think it's got a good little rumble to it. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to call it for this video. Like I said, I've got pretty much, it's ready to go. The next step is going to be getting it legal I got to go through all the titling issue and everything else, which may or may not be a fiasco. We'll just have to see how it goes. But otherwise, it's ready to be driven and get tags on it and go have some fun. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate every one of you that have subscribed. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you did. It really helps me out. And I'm looking forward to sharing this project with you. Hopefully next video you see on the old white truck here will be out on the road. Which reminds me, I need a name for this project. Comment your ideas below. I'd like it to be something PG-13. I'm terrible at vehicle names, project names. So if you can come up with a name, leave it in the comments down below, and we'll pick one out soon. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, take care.